Hey guys, first I wanted to say congratulations on your season. I'm really proud of you. I know you guys have worked really hard. I know some of you have been missing yoga and requesting a little bit of yoga, so I wanted to record a new video for you. This can be used as a warm up, a cool down, just whenever you feel like doing some yoga, but it'll definitely be a good warm up for you. And then I also have another video that's more of a yoga workout video that's going to be posted after this one, okay? So first thing I just want you guys to remember, first and foremost, is your breathing. So I want you to inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Okay, and make sure that it's nice and slow. Try to control your breath as well through this, and make sure that this is your time for you to focus on yourself. Don't think about anything else going on. It's just you and whatever you're doing right now for football. Okay, so first we're going to start standing, and we're going to warm up our joints a little bit. We're going to start with our neck. So these are called CARs, controlled articular rotation. So I'll show you how to do them from the front and the side. So with your neck, you're going to lead with your chin first, and you want to think about there being a pencil coming off the end of your chin. And we're going to rotate our neck and loosen our neck up a little bit, okay? So you want to think about bringing that pencil out wide, point that pencil up towards the sky, slowly bring it around to the right and back down, okay? We're going to do 5 times. Going in circles this way. And then 5 times go in the opposite direction. Keep your hands at your side. Keep your shoulders down, pulling away from your ears. Okay, our neck should be a little bit looser. Then you're going to cross your arms in front of your chest, and we're going to work into our upper back. So try to keep the rest of your body still, and you're going to rotate through your upper back and upper body. It'll probably feel a little bit weird the first time because we're so stiff. So we're going to do 5 circles in one direction, and then 5 circles back in the other direction. One more. Good. Now we're going to get into our shoulders. So first you're going to bring your arms out like you're going to give someone a hug. Keep your thumbs up towards the sky and your palms extended. Your fingers don't have to be tight. Just keep yourself out like this. And then you're going to raise your shoulders, push them back. So squeeze your shoulder blades together, then squeeze your shoulder blades down, and then forward. So you're making circles with your shoulder blades. Okay, this one's going to feel a little bit weird also. So first you want to go up. Make sure you're coming up. And then switch directions. Go in the opposite way. Get those shoulder blades nice and loose. Okay. All right, and relax. Then let's do 5 each side. We're going to do circles. So keep your palm facing forward, and you're going to reach up towards the sky, high as you can. Rotate your arm so that your palm is now facing backwards. Reach back, 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 back. Come here. Your palm will be facing forward again, okay? So go ahead, keep your palm facing forward. Go back in the same direction you just came from. Back as far as you can until you have to rotate. And then bring your shoulder around. Then come back, forward, up, 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 up. As far as you can, until you have to rotate, push away. Let's do 2 more on this side. So keep your palm facing forward, come back, rotate, rotate, rotate. Palm still facing forward. 1 more time. Up, up, up. Reach back, rotate, bring it all the way around. Now go ahead, let's do the left side. Keep your palm facing forward. Bring it up and forward. as high as you can, as close to your head as you can. Reach back, rotate, bring it down. So you want to keep your chest facing forward as much as you can through these, so that we're really working into that shoulder joint and not so much the chest. 3 more on this side. Reach up, back, rotate, and down. Push your palm back, up, rotate, down. Last one, make it a good one. Push up, lift up, up, rotate back, bring the palm around. Okay, now we're gonna get into the hips a little bit, so this is gonna work on your balance too, but we're gonna start to get into the hip joint and loosen it up a little bit. So stand on your right foot, plant your foot firmly into the ground, get your balance. If you need to, bend your standing knee just a little bit to give you a little bit more support. You're gonna lift the other knee up, bring it out, try to push your foot back, and bring it around. See, you might fall over. If you stumble over, that's okay. And then go ahead and push back and bring it back around. So I'll show you guys from the side. Up, out, back around, and down. So we're going to start to activate our glutes a little bit. You might feel a little bit of burning in your glutes or in the front of your hip, in your hip flexor, and that's okay. We're starting to wake up those muscles and lubricate our joints. Okay, so you're going to do 5 on that side, and go ahead and switch. Make sure you're planted firmly into the ground. Get your balance. Lift that leg up. Bring it out, around. Touch the back, come back. And come back just the way you came. Good. So we're going to work on our balance, activating our core here, and strengthening the hip flexors and the glutes. And waking up our hip joint one more time. And bring it back around. Good. Now we're going to stretch out our side body a little bit. Stretch out our arms a little bit more. Bring your arms to your side. Sweep them up overhead. You're going to interlock your fingers like we did before. Use your 2 pointer fingers to point, and your thumb, you want them up pointing towards the ceiling. Okay, so that's what our hands are going to look like. Stand up straight here. Keep a little distance in between your feet, but not too much. I want you to firm up your legs, make them nice and strong. Okay, we're gonna lean first over to the right and stretch out our left side body. Push your left heel into the ground, point your fingers in the opposite direction. So you're pulling and pushing at the same time. You should feel a nice stretch in the side of your ribs, your side body down here, maybe even into your hip. And I want you to take 2 breaths here. Nice and slow, in through your nose, out through your mouth. On your next inhale, come back up to the center. Then on your exhale, you're going to go ahead and go over to the left. So push that right heel into the ground, point your fingers over to the left as far as you can. Push and pull. Take 2 breaths here. Good. On the inhale, go ahead and come up to center. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of back bending. So I want you to leave your arms up here. I know they're getting tired. We're almost done. Go ahead and relax your neck back, and you're going to bring your arms back overhead as well. Take 2 breaths and come back up. Okay. We're going to repeat the same thing, but we're going to drop the arms to our side. So this time, you're going to bring your right arm to the outside of your right thigh and your left arm to the outside of your left thigh. This time, keep your body nice and straight, but you're going to slide your right hand down your right thigh and lean over to the side. Push this left hip out. You should still feel a nice stretch, but possibly a little bit lower into your low back and the lower part of your side than what we were doing earlier. Okay. So you should look like this. See how I'm still kind of in one line? My head is just out of line, but everything else is nice in one line. Come back up. Then you're going to take your left hand down the side of your left thigh and push your right hip out. Same thing, you should feel a nice stretch in your lower side, lower back on the right side. Keep yourself in alignment. And come back up. Okay, now from here, we're going to get going a little bit more and warm up some more. So you're going to inhale, arms up overhead. Go ahead and bend your knees. Put a nice generous bend in your knees. Exhale, fold your upper body forward all the way down. Bend your knees as much as you need to so that your hands come to the ground, okay? Then you're going to inhale and lift your chest up, look forward. This should put a little bit more stretch in your hamstrings. From here, we're going to step back into our plank. So step the left foot back first. Then you're going to step the right foot back till we're in our plank. Lower your knees to the ground, and then you're going to lower your upper body down to the ground. Okay? From here, I want you to plant your hands right in line with your pecs, with your chest. And from here, you're going to squeeze your elbows in to your body and inhale and lift your chest up off the ground. We're going to activate those upper back muscles. Exhale, relax back down. Push yourself up, back onto your knees. Tuck your toes under. Push up into your down dog. Okay, so from your down dog, have as much bend in your knees as you need to, because I want your back to be as flat as possible. Your knees can be completely bent and you'll still feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings. So your downward dog will probably be a little bit longer than mine. I'm just working with a smaller space right now. Okay, so as long as your back is in a nice straight line, I don't care how much bend you have in your knees, you'll still feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and step forward. Keep as much bend in your knees as you need to so that your hands are still planted. And you're going to inhale and come all the way back up. We're going to do that same motion one more time. Exhale, bend your knees, fold your chest forward over your legs, bring your hands down to the ground, relax your head down. Inhale, lift your chest up, keep your knees bent. This time you're going to step back first with the right foot, then with the left foot to your plank. Go ahead and lower your knees, and then with control, slowly lower yourself down to the ground again. We're going to come up into that cobra again. So keep your hands next to your pecs. Squeeze your elbows in towards your body. Inhale, lift your chest and upper body up off the ground. You can push into your hands a little bit. Exhale, relax back down. Same thing, push yourself up, back onto your knees. Tuck your toes under. Come in one more time to your downward dog. This one should be a little bit looser. If you want to, walk your dog. So bend into one knee, straighten the other leg, bend into the other knee, straighten the other leg. We'll slowly loosen up our hamstrings and our calves, get the blood flowing to those areas, and get them ready for whatever activities we have ahead of us. Okay, so we're here. Let's take one more breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. From here, you're going to start with the right leg first. And you're going to lift it into your three-legged dog. Then you're going to bring your knee towards your chest and step through to your runner's lunge. Go ahead and slowly, with control, lower that left knee to the ground and untuck your back toes. Your right knee should be at about 45 degrees. Get your base nice and strong. Your foot should be firmly planted in the ground. Your knee and your back foot on the left side should also be firmly planted into the ground. When you make a conscious effort to push those into the ground, you should automatically feel your leg muscles turn on. Once you do that from here, you have a nice firm base. We're going to lift our chest up. Bring your hands to the top of your right thigh, and you're going to push your chest and upper body backwards. So this should be a nice stretch in the front of the left hip flexor on the left side. Okay, you can bend into the front right knee as much as your flexibility allows today, but I want you, more importantly, to feel the stretch in this left hip flexor. If you want a little bit more or want to feel a different sensation, squeeze that left butt cheek a little bit, and you'll feel a little bit more sensation or stretching on the front left side. Okay, then from here, you're going to push down into your right heel, push your right leg back and straight. We're going to come into our half splits. So you want to keep this right leg semi-straight. More importantly, I want your chest to be straight. Your back and your chest to be straight as well. So again, just like earlier, if your knee is a little bit bent, you're still going to get a good stretch in your hamstrings. So I want you to think about reaching the top of your head forward out over your toes. And you'll feel a different sensation in the hamstring on that right side. Okay, then you're going to push off this back left foot and knee, and you're going to come forward back into your runner's lunge. Bring your hands on top of your right knee. It doesn't matter which one is stacked on top of the other. Do the opposite grip that you had from the last time. Hopefully you're able to go a little bit deeper into the lunge on this right side. Take another breath here. Exhale, push into the right heel, come back into your half splits. Again, hopefully the sensation is a little bit different now that we're in this a second time. I want you to think about pushing this right heel into the ground, activate those hamstrings. Think about pulling your head forward out over your toes. Take one more breath here. Push into the back left knee and foot. Inhale, come up into your runner's lunge. Hopefully you're able to go a little bit deeper again on this one. Keep your chest up nice and tall. Squeeze that left butt cheek. Exhale, push back into your half splits. Keep your front right foot flexed up towards the sky. Push that right heel into the ground. Feel that stretch in the right hamstring. Okay, then you're going to come forward into that runner's lunge again. Plant both hands around the front right foot. Lift the back left knee so that it's straight, and then you're going to bring your right leg back to meet your left leg. We're going to do the same thing on the left side. Okay, so push back into your downward dog. Reset your feet as you need to. Now from your left glute, go ahead and lift that left leg up towards the sky. Bring your knee up towards your nose and plant that left foot in between your hands. Take as much time as you need to. Slowly, with control, lower the right knee down to the floor. Untuck the right toes so that the top of your foot is flat on the ground. Go ahead and push your left foot into the ground, and your right knee and top of your right foot into the ground. Get your base nice and firm. When you feel your leg muscles activated and turned on, Go ahead and lift your chest up and bring your hands to the top of your left thigh close to your knee. So this side may feel a little bit different than the other side, and that's okay because we have two different sides of our bodies. But I want to make sure that you're getting a good stretch in the same area, even if it feels a little bit different. So this time you should feel the stretch in the front of the right hip flexor. Push gently against the top of your left thigh. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Take one more breath. Push into the left heel. Straighten the left leg. Push back into your half splits on the left side. Make sure you're pushing your left heel into the ground and think about pulling the top of your head out over your toes. Inhale, bend into that front left knee. Come up into your runner's lunge one more time. Maybe you're able to go a little bit deeper. Keep your chest nice and high. You want to think about pulling it away from the top of your left thigh. Push into that left heel, straighten that left leg. Come back into your half splits. Keep your toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Keep a nice generous bend in that knee so that you can feel this throughout your hamstring. Think about shining your heart forward. Inhale, bend into that front left knee. Come up for our last runner's lunge. Squeeze that back. Right butt cheek. Lean into that front right hip flexor. Exhale, push back. Straighten that left leg. Push that left heel into the ground. Think about pulling the top of your head and your chest forward. Good, now come back into your runner's lunge. Plant your hands around your foot. Tuck the back left toes under, straighten that back right leg, and bring the left leg to meet the right. Now from here,